Hi guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I want to review for you a movie I just watched called Just Before I Go. This movie is rated R, has a 95-minute runtime, and is listed as a comedy/drama, directed by Courteney Cox and starring Seann William Scott, Olivia Thirlby, Garret Dillahunt, Kate Walsh, Kyle Gallner, Mackenzie Marsh, Evan Ross, Rob Riggle, Connie Stevens, David Arquette, Jack Quaid, and that's about it. So mainly this movie is just Seann William Scott. The other people are kind of in it a lot less. So I was pleasantly surprised. I like this movie. I hated they did one of those, the beginning of the movie is the end of the movie things, and they try to trick you, and then you're like, well, I know what's going to happen. It's not tricking anybody. It's so predictable, and I wish they'd just quit doing that. I wish just start at the beginning and end at the end. Don't try to trick us or show us the end, or just let us watch the movie. Too predictable of an ending, really. Too predictable in quite a few ways. So anyways, at the beginning, after this, Seann William Scott's wife is cheating on him and she leaves him, and he doesn't really have any friends. His dad died when he was younger, and he got picked on in school, and he just kind of feels like empty inside, and he decides that he's going to kill himself. Now, I think everybody at some point in their life, they just kind of feel like everything's against them, and they feel like nothing's ever going to change. And so I feel like this movie kind of can relate to people in that way. And so he goes to his hometown, and he's got this list, and the girl at one point calls it his bucket list, but it's like all the things he wants to deal with or whatever before he dies. And it's like he wants to confront the bully, he wants to talk to the girl who he had a crush on, he wants to confront the teacher who picked on him, stuff like that. So he goes back to his hometown. His mom still lives there, and his brother lives there, so he's staying with his brother. And his brother's family is kind of messed up, and he has all these problems of his own with his family, and he doesn't necessarily realize them at the beginning. So like I said, he's got this list of people he's gonna go. And first one off is a teacher who, right after his dad died, she was like really mean to him, and so he wanted to go tell her off. Well, it turns out she's like 90 years old, and she's in a retirement home or whatever you want to call it. And so he's like in there giving her the finger and all this stuff, and her granddaughter comes in, and she's like, "Oh my God, rape!" And he's like, "What?" And so they end up kind of talking and kind of starting a friendship, and he tells her his plan to kind of resolve all these issues and then kill himself. And she's like, should I tell somebody? And he's like, no, don't tell anybody. And so she wants to make a documentary on the whole thing. And the thing is that you find out all these characters, everybody has their issues, even though you might feel like whatever's going on in your life, you're the only one. Everybody has this stuff, and it affects how we treat everybody. And they kind of develop this through all the characters. So then he's going to meet the bully, and his plan is he's going to fight the bully, because he's gotten, he's Seann William Scott. He's pretty ripped. He's ready to fight, and this bully's Rob Riggle. and he kind of learns some stuff from him. And he learned some stuff from some other people, and he kind of he's I feel like at the beginning he's just kind of nonchalant. He's like, I'm just gonna kill myself, nobody's gonna care. And then he develops throughout this movie, people care about him, and I think it gets harder and harder, but he still keeps insisting he's gonna do it. And the girl kind of starts falling in love with him, and she doesn't want him to do it, obviously. And his nephew ends up having a lot of problems, which was one of those things that was really easy to guess. It wasn't really a shocker when it's revealed what's going on with him. So he kind of tries to help him, and he's just trying to keep this a secret and get all these things done. But I like this movie. I thought Sean William Scott was really good in this. I think it's one of his better portrayals. Obviously the Stifler character is always good, but he's done that character in so many movies, and it's just kind of like a vulgar, you know what I'm trying to say. So I really liked how they kind of developed all the characters, how they weren't one-dimensional, where you see him as the bully, he's really got all his own issues, and the way he's dealing with them is bullying you. And then, the teacher, she has all her issues, and she's taking them out on you, and it's not fair and it's not right, but everybody has their own issues, and I think this movie really did a good job of driving that home. I thought like I said, it's listed as a comedy/drama. I felt like they brought enough comedy into it to make it interesting, but not to really make it feel like a comedy. It was just the right amount to keep the serious tone and lighthearted a little bit. Now, the things I didn't like about this movie, it does have points where there's not a lot going on. It's kind of dragging, and it felt at times a little long. And I'm sorry, that's just the way I felt. Other than that, I like this movie. Definitely feel like it was above average, but I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. I like this movie. I think you guys should check it out. It's a good, kind of more serious, drama. But I like the story, I like the characters, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're interested, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, follow on Twitter, and follow on Instagram.